Hey everybody, welcome back to GWN. I'm Noctair, your host. If you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Help me build it up. And be sure to hit the little bell so you find out when we post new videos. It is the end of the summer here in the U.S., in Ohio. Got the window open and a little thunderstorm starting to roll in. We got some crickets making quite a bit of racket out there. So if you hear a little background noise, you'll know what it is. I've been talking a lot about variety in your attacks and how important it is to have a variety of troops available to you. Yesterday we were talking about Dorian and his attacks, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about Moist Succulent. Now, Daz has done a lot of attacks with Sneaky Archers, including Sneaky Archers and Beta Minions, the Archman attack strategy. And here recently we're seeing more ground in the form of Jibok and Jibaka. Now that's a pretty big switch, going from the Sneaky Archers over to something like this. And that's that versatility that I'm talking about that you really need to have to be successful at this game. This is pretty much a standard Jibaka, so is the next one. And, you know, we've got the Giants going in to do a little bit of distraction, the Bombers go in and take out the walls, get that top layer of walls out of the way, well, the top left, if you will, layer of walls out of the way so that we can take advantage of that big old opening on the side to send in the Super P.E.K.K.A. to distract and take out the giant cannon as she just did. From that point, you know, you've got your offensive line formed up. The worst of the worst is gone. She even goes in and takes down the builder hall with a couple of hits and a blow up. And finally, you know, the cannon carts are there to just kind of clean up a few extra points. And I think this one comes out as an 87, if memory serves. 87% 2-star, which works out really well. And run a little bit longer on those bombers at the end, but they don't get anything more. That's okay. It's important to let your bombers run all the way through. So, like I was saying, it's all about the variety of the attack, and that means the variety of troops. When you're first building up your base, first coming up through the trophy ranks there, you're going to start off probably with just one attack strategy, and that's okay. If you're new to the game, you want to start off with probably ground. It's the easiest and the fastest to get upgraded. And if you play it right, you can easily get to Bombarian or something with the Sneaky Archers and the Rage Barbarians pretty quick and easy. I mean, it's not hard to maintain those. And that can get you all the way up to Builder Hall 8, where you start to expand on your troop upgrades. I like to get all of my troops upgraded along the way, the key troops that is, upgraded along the way to whatever is max for the particular level that I'm at before I pull the trigger on the next upgrade. And I've done this now with, oh man, what have I done? Like 12 or 13 games I've taken to Builder Hall 8, I think it is. My personal preference has always been Beta Minions, but a lot of players will go with something like Rage Barbarians, then Bombers, and Sneaky Archers. I started running a couple of games where I'm doing Sneaky Archers first, just to get the experience with them, because that mass Sneaky Archer attack is just deadly all the way up through Builder Hall 5. Even at Builder Hall 6 and 7 you can use it. It starts to kind of get a little bit shakier, if you would, after that though. And once you've got the cannon cart upgraded, it really becomes a force to be reckoned with. The Super P.E.K.K.A. is awesome, but you know what? As much as I love her as a troop, I would say you got to wait on that one. You don't want to do that one right away. And if you watch these videos, these replays that I'm sharing, you can kind of get a feel for which one of the strats might work the best for you. You know, a lot of the strats that we see are general strats, but then they very quickly expand. You know, Jibaka, for example, which you've seen in this last and current replay here, is a Jibok with a Super P.E.K.K.A. added in to do additional tanking and take out the giant cannon. And make no mistake about it, the giant cannon is without a doubt the most potent of all of the troops, or all the defenses against your troops in an attack. Now this one here is another one that's good. And here, again, we see that versatility and attacking capabilities. Daz has got, what do we got, like the whole pantheon here, man. We've got Sneaky Archers, Beta Minions, Baby Dragons, Cannon Carts, Super P.E.K.K.A.s, and each one has its own specific role. I've talked about these more custom designed army compositions. The bracket base is a tough base to beat. It's not a box base, okay? First of all, it's a rectangle, not a square. But more importantly, it's really tough to beat because of the positioning of that builder hall just outside the ranged attack reach of most of the troops. They're going to come up and work their way literally right around and never ever touch the builder hall. And you see that right here. So he sends in the Super P.E.K.K.A to clear some buildings, take out that one crusher, and on the right-hand side, the sneaky archers are doing a bit of a job over there, and just taking out some additional buildings. Once we've got a lot of that cleared, the next step is to bring in your second phase of your attack. I guess in some ways this is really the first two phases all kind of combined at one time, but you're going to take out the builder hall with air troops, and that's exactly what we're about to see here. You've got to get the other stuff out of the way first. You don't want something that's going to distract your beta minions as you send them in to go after that builder hall. And likewise, you don't want something that can take them out, which is exactly what that roaster could do if it was a little bit further down, or the air bombs where they used to be. So you have to have the right spread. You got to get rid of as many of the buildings around the builder hall, the defenses around the builder hall first. And once you've done that, it's pretty much open season from that point. And in this particular attack, he walks away with a 70/2 memory serves, 70% 2-star. And that's just, getting those last little bits and pieces of buildings around the edges. Works out in his favor. I think we got one more to go down there and up there. And then this attack will wrap up here in just a few seconds. So, again, we see that ability to switch it up, to move to different troops. Start off with 2 Jaibaka, and then we come over to this custom attack that has a couple of air, as well as your ground, and, the battle machine all mixed in to do the attack. And then we come to this one. This is a regular Jaibak. Again, a real common base. I'm thinking everybody's probably seen this base a lot right now because it is one of 3 meta bases. I call them the eyebrow bases. This one has the eyebrow on the top and the bottom. In comes the bombers with a little bit of protection from that one archer tower that can touch them. Something I bet you're going to hear me say a lot when I talk about these attacks. Giants go up to protect them. Bombers take out the first wall. In come a couple more giants and the cannon carts. Bombers take out the second wall as the giants are taken out. The cannon carts are taking out the outside buildings, and then they just continue their sweep through the base. Battle machine going up at the top there. Well, top left, I guess you could call it, left top, however you want to phrase it. You're going to have a few more percentage points as well. A lot of these attacks, I don't see the battle machine being very influential in them. It's really more a case of protecting the cannon carts and letting them do their damage from a safe, protected space. And when they do that, it never fails. You walk your way out of there with at least a 65% too, often much better, 70% too, or even higher, as we've seen in some of these last couple of replays. So there you have it, guys. 4 more replays, lots of versatility, lots of different troops being used, all up around 5,500, give or take, at any given moment. Hopefully this helps you kind of frame your own game as you figure out exactly what you want to do and how you want to do it. So I'm going to head on out of here, and I'll be back again in another day or two with some more builder-based videos. Y'all take care and keep on clashing. Bye-bye.